Hello everyone and welcome to Movies. Today I'll tell you about the action comedy movie Rush Hour. So let's go! Sang is played by Ken Loon, in The Right-Hand Man and one of Juntao's most loyal henchmen. He is a smart, sneaky and cunning man who isn't afraid of death and danger and is ready to do anything for the sake of loyalty to his boss. He has an extraordinary mind and is able to transform into other people. Sang is a master of weapons and martial arts and is quite capable of attacking a defenseless person. Yan Li is played by Jackie Chan. Is a detective inspector for the Hong Kong police force and Detective Carter's partner. He is very smart and reserved, has wisdom and looks to the heart of the matter. He is brave and ready to protect those who are in danger. He senses his enemy and can predict his actions. He values human life highly, even the lives of his enemies, and uses weapons only in emergency situations. Juntao is the leader of the triad, which smuggles priceless examples of Chinese culture out of the country. He skillfully hides behind the identity of Thomas Griffin, a police commander who seeks to catch Juntao, that is, himself. He is an unprincipled and vindictive man who puts business and power above all else and is ready to betray anyone for his own gain. Played by Tom Wilkinson. Consul Han is a Chinese consul and friend of Detective Li, who supports the police. He is a good father who loves his only daughter So-yoon. He is ready to do everything possible within the law to save his daughter from kidnappers and asks his friend and Detective Li to help him. He has a kind heart, integrity and high morals. He values law and order and strives for this in his state. Played by Ma. So-yoon is the daughter of Chinese Consul Han. She has a strong character and even fights back against her captor Sang. She is brave and learns martial arts from Detective Li, who is also her best friend. She loves her father very much and tries to spend as much time with him as possible. She is also very straightforward and doesn't hesitate to express her feelings openly. Played by Julia Sui. James Carter is played by Chris Tucker, is a Los Angeles police detective. He prefers to work independently, believing that his partner might betray him. But he resigns himself when he is given Detective Lee as a partner. He has a good sense of humor and likes to chat incessantly. However, he is brave, considerate and determined, and is willing to take risks. He is charming, loves cars and music, and likes to have a good time. Clive Cobb is a bomb maker who sold C4 explosives to undercover detective James Carter. He is very punctual and demands this from others. He carries a gun with him everywhere and is ready to hide behind another person just to save his own skin. But still, he feels sorry for the stolen girl So-yoon and tells that Juntao stole her and where he can be found. Played by Chris Penn, who died of heart disease in 2006. Dan Whitney is an FBI agent who helped solve the kidnapping of Consul Khan's daughter and is responsible for his safety, although he has mediocre self-defense skills. He and his partner decide to solve the case on their own without the help of Detectives Lee and Carter, and want to appropriate all the laurels for themselves, fearing that both of them will ruin their entire operation. Played by Rex Linn. Warren Russ is an FBI special agent and Agent Whitney's partner, hired by Consul Khan. He is selfish and craves personal growth and career success. He tries his best to get rid of Detectives Lee and Carter, so that they don't interfere with the progress of the case. He feels more important than the rest and doesn't take into account the opinions of Detectives Lee and Carter at all. He is played by Mark Rolston. Tanya Johnson is James Carter's former LAPD partner and bomb disposal specialist. She is very smart and always fights with Carter because he doesn't take her missions. She is very straightforward and says what she thinks, especially to Carter, but she shows courage and comes to So-yoon's aid by deactivating the bomb right on her. Portrayed by Elizabeth Pena, who died of cirrhosis of the liver in 2014. William Deal is a LAPD captain and Carter and Tanya's boss. He is friendly, respected by his employees, and treats them condescendingly, although he often scolds them for their mistakes, especially Carter, who causes nothing but trouble. He decides to teach him a lesson by sending him to distract Detective Lee from his mission. Played by Philip Baker Hall, who died of emphysema in 2022. Luke is played by Clifton Powell, owns a bar and runs a criminal organization that sells weapons. He is also Detective Carter's cousin, which they both hide. He has many acquaintances in different circles. He prefers a bright style of clothing and likes to attract attention. When Carter asks why he wasn't in the Sunday service, Luke replied that he was busy with business but was at evening mass. So-yoon's driver is a very attentive and good-natured middle-aged man. He always approaches his work responsibly and follows all traffic rules, taking his position as seriously as possible and bearing responsibility for So-yoon's life. He has a wife and several daughters, for whom he tries to work honestly and diligently. They are always played by George Chung. Taxi driver is a middle-aged man who has spent his entire life behind the wheel of a car. He's seen a lot of things in his career, and that's why he carries a small gun with him in case something extraordinary happens. He is very brave and tries to confront Detectives Lee and Carter when he sees them pointing guns at each other. They're always played by Jean Lippel. Thank you for watching this video and see you next time!